Now, I know the hype for Prismatic Evolutions has died down a little bit, so I decided it would be the perfect time to discuss the best artworks of each Eeveelution, including Eevee. So I decided to give myself some ground rules here. The first one would be try to get no tag teams, and then the only other rule was to pick one card as the absolute best. Let's see what I chose. Okay, so this is the Eevee from Astral Radiance. I just like how it was drawn, not much else to say. So let's move on to Vaporeon. For Vaporeon, I picked this one from Sandstorm. So it was either this or Light Vaporeon, but I eventually chose this just because of the sunset. I don't really like how it has a tiny head, but otherwise the card is practically perfect, and that's why I picked it over Light Vaporeon. Let's move to Jolteon. So for Jolteon, I picked an absolute cult classic here. We're going with Light Jolteon from Neo Destiny. Just such a cool card with it sheltering Togepi and the Rattata. So it's just a really good card. I don't know what else to say. Let's move on to Flareon next, shall we? So I picked this one from Jungle for the Flareon because it's just an amazing card with all the colors. And before you say, Bardane, why didn't you pick the one from Prismatic Evolutions? Prismatic Evolutions is overhyped, and just because it's hard to acquire doesn't mean that it's an amazing card. And it's just overshadowed by other cards of the same name. So let's move on to Espeon. Okay, so this one was really hard because it was either this Espeon or it was the Espeon V Altart from Evolving Skies, but ultimately I think this one's better than the one from Evolving Skies. Okay, let's move on to Umbreon. No Sunbreon, no Moonbreon. I just think this one is underrated and is pure vibes. Let's move on to Leafeon. This one is just objectively the best Leafeon. Let's move on to Glacier. This one was actually hard because it was either this one or the one from Prismatic Evolutions, but ultimately I think I like this one more. Let's move on to the final one, Sylveon. This one is the Sylveon from Forbidden Light, and I just really like it because it's a lot simpler than all the other designs, and it's not trying to overachieve anything. Now, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure you like, subscribe, and please show some attention to these cards. They deserve it. Bye!